PMG LLC.
I'm the captain. When I fly by, niggas really know what's happening. No capping. Keep my brim low, got my money up, damn right, no slacking. Hey, what you say? You looking for me? I've been on that road, I'll be back in a week. You know I don't slay. I'm chasing that pay. You ain't talking no money, get out of my way.
Yeah, we back at it. Major Key Podcast. PMG LLC presents Major Key Podcast. We back at it, man. In the building with the homie Mach.
Shit.
The homie Cuba.
Yo,
and this week,
estamos aquí, estamos activos.
Always, baby. And this week we got a special guest, Ivan Vega in the building.
Ivan's Vega.
What up, man?
Niggas got the watches on. Got the timepiece that y'all need.
It was only a matter of time for this interview to happen. And we got Ivan Vega in the building, man.
Big facts.
Founder and owner of Vega-Watches, Vega-Watches.com. You know, an entrepreneur, a businessman, a person that's really out here making moves. You know, if you don't know, now you know. You're on Major Key Podcast.
Now
you
you
know.
know.
Family right here.
Big facts.
Factual.
It's fam, baby.
And I want to, give you that formal introduction to pretty much PMG LLC, but we did do a radio interview. We did an interview.
The Fly Zone.
The Fly Zone, baby. If you ain't check it out, it's on SoundCloud right now.
Yeah.
Go check it out, man. Official interview. It was a business interview, you know. This right here, I want to get into some business stuff, but I want to really tap into you personally. You know, how you really came about this, what your moves have been so far, you know. Just get at people what Vega-Watches is about. And this is the platform for it. Network is the best work. I always say that, you know. And I'm really, first of all, salute. Courtesy of Vega-Watches, man, we fresh.
Fire.
We fresh. We got the watches on, man. That's what we do. Official, man. But yeah, man, welcome to Major Key Podcast. Ivan Vega. Let's get it.
Thank you, guys.
Man, how everything going?
I mean, it's going, man. It's new, so I can't expect it to be anything but new right now. So if anybody thinks that I was just going to start selling watches and turn into Rolex.
You still with this shit. You still definitely with this
shit.
work pays off,
I'm gonna
baby.
push them. I'm going to push them.
Some fire watches.
Until they get to that point.
Watches
But,
hard,
word.
You got
you know, it's new, so it's steady.
Word. You definitely got some fire shit.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Official Jones. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
Ivan, we come from them times of like we had to get it. We had to go do it. You know, the kids nowadays don't see what we seen growing up.
They stay in the house all day. Fortnite.
Yeah, all day long.
Fortnite.
So, you know, we really came from that, bro. And to see you where you at right now, making the moves that you're making, bro, I salute you. My hat's off to you.
I appreciate y'all do the same thing, so I salute you. I salute y'all too.
I appreciate that, man. But, you know, Vega-Watches, like, as I was saying earlier, the concept, let the people know, you know, we on YouTube. We on all major platforms, Major Key Podcast, all major platforms. If you watch it right now, we started a different YouTube channel for Major Key Podcast. I had it on Pilot Music Group LLC, that YouTube channel, but I'm trying to, you know, separate the two entities and not trying, working to separate the two entities and just have Major Key Podcast his own channel. So that's what I did. So salute to everybody watching right now, everybody listening. We on Apple, Spotify, Tidal.
We appreciate it.
We're on all major podcast platform, man. Go listen to us and stay acclimated with us. But
Big facts.
get the people, Vega. Get the people a little history on how you came about with your watch, your design, and pretty much how you really incorporated your mindset to mess with watches.
What inspired you?
Just, you know, having a love for watches. Just as you know, as a kid, always wearing watches, and you know, we're all Latinos in here. So
yeah, facts, big facts.
Like for our culture, like wearing watches, your grandfather at 90s wearing a watch.
Yeah,
right?
man.
So it's like I always just had a love for watches, and probably like 2.5 years ago, I seen some guy who was making watches, and I just thought it was real interesting, and I wanted to do it. And,
right.
I just kept on putting it off, and then I just woke up one day and was like, We're not putting it off no more. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. No more putting it off. We're just gonna make it happen.
Right. I mean, as a man, I think that you should have a watch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
It's not
really boiled down to like race or ethnicity. It's just, you know.
As a man,
speaking,
I mean, to
as
me,
a man,
that's how I was raised.
yeah.
I was raised like, you know what I'm saying? A man has a good watch. You know what I'm saying? A good man anyway. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at a nigga watches like how you look at a nigga sneakers, you
right,
feel
right.
me? Then that you could tell, you know, who you fucking with, who
right,
you
right.
messing with anyway.
I think
you know
that. I think so.
I mean,
you know,
it's a judgmental thing. If I'm right or wrong, forgive me. But at the end of the day, that's how I judge a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you got some, you know what I'm saying, shoes that's all fucked up and shit like that.
I mean, we shouldn't be judging anybody.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's keep it funky.
I got my
Come
judgment.
on, man.
Everybody got their judgment. I got mine, baby. I'm only human.
I understand
Love
what
that
you're trying to
shit.
say because listen, you're right. I just told my son this. When you step out of the house, bro, make sure you're fresh. I don't care if you going to the corner store. Throw it on, but don't act like you know you're going to a club or something, but you never know. Listen, I
Sweaty
told him
ass niggas
these
don't even wash
specific
their
words.
ass.
Mach, I told him these specific words. I said, every time you walk out of the house, no matter where you're going, you're gonna meet somebody new. Every time, it never
All the
fails.
time.
So
No
if
matter
you
where
got
you go.
a Vega watch on, fresh.
Yeah, you heard
Vega
him.
watch on,
You heard
yeah. You be like,
You heard him.
oh,
Vega-Watches.com.
Yeah, there you
right.
go.
Check
That's
them out.
funny, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, them
Hashtag,
shit.
right?
Yo.
Yeah, don't forget
Vega-Watches.com.
When I got mine, that shit was air. I was like, oh, I can.
It's clean. It's
Casual,
clean.
nice,
It's
clean.
clean. And
So
salute.
the question
Almost there
I
with the
have for
Rolex
you,
at the
Vega,
same price.
I had an argument with some people a while back about watches. They had it on their left hand.
Oh, here we go.
Was that a guy or girl?
It was a guy too, and this is what bothered me. But
We supposed to have it
what
on
was
the left, right?
What was the?
You mean
On
he
the
had it on
left.
his right?
He had it
The dude
his
had
right
on
hand.
his
Yeah,
right
on
hand.
his
Supposed to have it on
hand.
the
He had his
left.
right hand. So we were arguing about it. I said, so is there a meaning
Can I ask
why
you a
that
question?
we have to write it on the left?
My question is, not to judge, but do you know his sexual orientation?
Nah, he's straight. He's
Oh,
straight.
then I don't know.
Wife,
I always wore my watch on my left
Left
wrist.
side.
So you don't have a meaning or anything or a reason
If there is,
why
I have.
it's
I don't
always-
know what it is. If
That's
there
what
is, I don't know
was
what
thinking.
it is.
That's
but
what I thought
just,
what it is.
I know men wear their watches. I was taught men wear their watches on their left,
On the left
and
hand.
women wear.
That's the culture. That's like what we
Yeah.
pretty much grew. Not the culture, but I'll say what we grew up on, because I pretty much see it like that for everybody. And but it's one of those things, almost like who's right, who's right and who's wrong.
Me,
That's what we-
nigga.
Right and right. You
That's
right
what we
about
were
that.
Major
taught.
keys right, nigga.
Because it feels good on your left. I never wore it on my right. It never felt right. You know,
never felt
Unless you
right
got
on
two
my right.
watches. If I'm flexing and I got two watches on, then that's something different, which
mean,
I usually don't
I
got.
always wear my bracelets and stuff on my right hand, but my
you have all
watches-
types
watches
of
on the
bracelets.
left.
This dude over here got surfing bracelets, rollerblading bracelets,
Right now, look what I got.
Yeah, tell them what you do.
skydiving bracelets, all types of shit.
You like the rollerblade? I seen you on the rollerblade.
I'm a
What's up with
savage,
that?
you know?
Yeah. You be like, you be picking the leg up and shit, jumping in the house and be like,
Yeah, I like to get
Nigga
outdoors,
be
man.
grinding and shit,
I
all
like to get
types of shit.
outdoors, man.
Yeah.
You only live once. You gotta live
you,
your life.
you ever climb a mountain?
Yeah. Oh,
I climb mountains all every day,
In
B.
Aruba, man. I climbed up and down the mountain.
Yeah. How
I
about
was
you,
riding.
Ivan? You ever do like anything spelunking type of shit? You
Nah,
know?
I want to
You
do
ever
all
went
that crazy shit.
Nah, but
though.
we
You
used
never
to
went
ride out.
skydiving,
We-
scuba
Nah,
diving?
I'm dying to go.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, wait.
Yo, jumping roofs
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah,
bro.
hell yeah.
On a mattress?
You want to add that
We're
into
playing
the
manhunt.
equation?
Manhunt. Yo, yeah, manhunt.
Roof
it
to
counts.
roof to
Bro.
porch.
Bro, manhunt definitely counts.
Bro.
Like you get all the points for
So
manhunt.
yes.
Okay. So
My
yes.
answer is
Bro, we
yes.
was hanging off
That shit don't
buildings
count,
just to get to
man.
another building. Like, you ain't catching me
That shit
today.
don't
Facts.
count.
Yo, in the dark.
Nigga fall off the second story and be good. That shit don't count.
Those were the days, though. Man.
Those were the days. And
That's
speaking
when
of which,
everybody, there was no Fortnite. Everybody was outside playing that
Bro,
shit.
Nigga, there was no internet.
From Troy Ave to Cambridge, man, that was the block. That's
All
where I
over,
used to
all
live right
over.
up the block from Cambridge, right?
Oh, look, I used to live on Vega Ave. Yeah, it was between Cambridge and Sacramento.
In Sacramento, bro.
you know, that's love, man. How we able at this time, bro, to come through and showcase together on this level, man, and come from that
absolutely,
time.
man.
And that was going to lead to my next question as far as your creative process and how long has you been thinking, you know, because I'm pretty sure growing up, yeah, like your mindset didn't just shift and become a businessman. You had this mentality before, you know, whether you did it in whatever fashion, whatever way when you were younger, you still had, to me, you had this incorporated mindset of making stuff happen on your own. It just so happened to happen now, you know, but how far back can you think to when you start thinking towards your entrepreneurship, like, you know?
To be honest, it was just like, you know, we grew up in South Jersey, Atlantic
Right.
City, a little bit of time in Ventnor, whatever, but still the same area, right?
Right.
And just gambling, you know, so gambling and trying to make money was always a thing.
Right.
And that was always been my mindset, trying to make money. And like wanting to start a business, that probably started like I said, like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And I just kept on putting it off and kept on putting it off, kept on putting it off, kept on putting it off. And then again, just woke up one day, I was like, no more putting it off. I want to start my own business. I want something that I can stand on that's mine. And
Right.
don't have to, you know, I do everything my way, push it how I want to push it, and
Facts.
that's like when it really started. So it started 4 months ago.
So,
or whatever month we're in,
like
April.
us as men and women, you know what I mean, or human being, the human race, period. Starting a business is hard in general, but was it as hard to start it in your mind as you was putting it in your mind than you actually doing it? You know what I mean?
So was it harder mentally than physically?
No, I get the. Was it harder mentally or doing the legwork?
Right.
So I would say it was harder mentally because it took me so long to want to do it.
Right.
Like the legwork just worked. Like stay up long nights.
mind
I'm used to
thing,
staying
nigga.
up long
It's
nights.
a mind thing.
Yeah.
Put your power to it.
As soon as you make this shift to wanting to do it and you really go and do it, then everything else is not like easy. Yeah, it's hard work. You got to keep doing it. But
Absolutely.
the
Got to keep going.
get in, like to get it in your thoughts, like to put your
Motivate
thoughts
yourself.
into motion, to put your thoughts into motion and really start doing something.
in.
That's like the hard part, like because people get discouraged every day to do something. Somebody's
Absolutely,
telling them
man.
don't do this or why you should do this. Oh, get this color band, dude. Why are you doing this? Why don't you do smartwatches? Why don't you do? No, I want to do what I want to do. I'm going to do
feels
what
right
I
for
want to
you.
do.
Right.
And it wasn't until I really like, you know what, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm just going to do it.
Regardless.
Exactly when I started doing it. Like I
Yeah.
just stopped. I put off what I thought everybody was gonna think or what everybody was gonna say or whatever, and I just did it. Like 'cause
You know
that's
what?
that
So-
stops
so-
people from doing stuff.
So as hard as you was putting it in your head, like overthinking, like, damn, you know what, this gonna be crazy. Would I be able to continue, like, do it? Or when you started doing it, you was like, wow, this was a lot easier than what I thought. Or
No, it's not
So-
a
so
lot
it's
easier than I
just as
thought.
hard
It's
as-
just as hard as I thought it was in the
that's the-
beginning.
you know
It's
what I
never
mean? So
easy,
Just
man.
as hard as I thought it was gonna be from the beginning.
If it's too easy, I don't want it.
But
Absolutely.
that's how you you know what I mean? You focus yourself. You be like, all right, well, look, push me. You feel me?
But
That's for me.
the
that's-
hard work,
You have to
yeah,
push me.
that shit-
You have
that's
to
the-
push me.
that's
'Cause
the,
if not, I be
uh,
like, man, I'm chilling.
That's the driving. That's the motivation right there.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
if
the,
not,
like,
you
so
chill, you be like,
that-
you comfortable.
The reason that it being so difficult and trying to build something like big. Excuse me. That's what drives me, man. Like like he said, if it's easy, I don't want to do it. If it's easy, everybody would do
So
it.
what's the options on your watches, bro? Like, pardon me, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of styles you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as
For the
watches.
people, tell the people what you have,
You know
what
what I'm
style, what you really dipped into when you got into the watch game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean by?
Because remember, I got the casual
So
joint.
so basically, I get what you're saying. So now I understand
Yeah.
the question now. So basically, like the style watches I were trying to make were like an all around watch, right? So you can, it's like a classic, but still like business.
Casual, I
And,
guess?
yeah, casual. Like
Yeah.
I try to like throw like all of that into one, so you can like kind of wear it wherever you want to wear it.
Right, right.
That's basically that was like my mindset on trying to make a watch. Was
Word,
wear
word.
it wherever you want.
They have unlimited
Usage,
access
yeah.
to
or any
to
kind of, you can
bands.
wear it. Yeah, you can wear it for wherever you want.
So that
Listen, man,
basically
if you-
right now, like I got this watch. I say, you know what? I want to change bands. I can go on your website and order more bands. Or
Yeah,
Great
not right
point.
now. We're not doing that right now. What's on the website is on the website.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Eventually, you know, brand new. We brand new, so we're not there yet.
Right.
Eventually,
That's cool, but
Eventually,
you're
we'll
gonna
work
get there,
there.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You right here.
there's still
Major
things.
kid.
There's still like I still have. You know,
Factual.
I still have bands. If somebody has something like specific, if they hit me for it, and if I have it, then I could work with you. If I don't have it right now, I just don't have it right now.
Listen, the thing
Gotcha.
about your business, man, is growing and growing and growing. Every day your business grows a little more, you know? So you're going to get, whatever point, wherever you're trying to get to, you're going to get there regardless,
Yeah.
bro. Just keep hustling,
I
keep
believe
working,
in taking
man.
them little steps, man. Them
Oh,
little steps-
absolutely. You got to take
them
those
little
baby steps,
turns
man.
into
I mean, you
big
took
steps.
so more steps than my average motherfucker was. These niggas is lazy,
Yeah,
ain't doing
facts,
shit. You know what
man.
I'm saying?
You
That's
doing
why
your
you
thing,
on
bro.
here. You know what I mean?
I love that
I'm
shit.
keeping
Man,
100 with you. You feel me?
So I'm gonna get a little personal with this question. So
ahead.
before those 2 years before you started it, did you feel like you was drowning when you didn't drop your business or open your business or went for it?
No,
Like,
it
you
was
feel
just
like
it
a
was
weight
just
on yourself?
it was just like
Pause.
everything else. It was just like I'm gonna do it, and then I kept on putting it off. I'm gonna do it, and I kept on putting it off. Well, I'm gonna do it, and then just back to work. Go work, clock
somebody
in
else, yeah,
9 to
yeah.
5 or whatever time I was
Basic
working, 7
shit.
to 3, 2 to 10 in the morning.
Yeah. So
That's-
so
I just
once you
kept on
started
putting
and
it off.
launched it, that weight got off, like
Yeah,
the
well-
chip off your shoulder.
Of like finally I'm gonna do it no matter what. There's
Busting
nothing gonna stop
moves.
me. There's nothing. There's no body. There's no thought. There's no nothing. There's nothing was gonna stop me from doing it. I don't know what happened. I woke up that day and I was like nothing. Like I have to do
said, I don't know
something.
what
I'm gonna-
happened.
This is what I want to do. And
Got tired of the
You know what,
bullshit.
though? I
Stop
was
me.
going to get to a point of having a creative process and having that mindset to almost think about it, because you made a great point about whether it was hard to mentally do it or physically do it, bro. You know, in anything in life, this goes out to anybody out there. You have a creative mindset everybody has it.
Yeah.
You know, that if you create it here, you're able to produce
Absolutely.
it. Look around you and see the things that have been done. You know, somebody's done it before you. They had that mindset to create whatever the case may be. This sign right here, Major Key Podcast sign. You know, I had to
But
get
it
that in
takes
there.
you to
I had
push
to
it.
get the promotion in there. You know, whatever it is in life. This man had his creative mindset. He said, you know what, I'm gonna do it this day. I'm gonna have this design for these watches. I'm gonna come like this. The time is gonna be, the date is gonna be on this side. My logo, Vega, is gonna be here. You know, so
gotta push
when you
it.
think about something is what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta push it. When you think about it, you have to take the steps
Absolutely.
in order to make it happen. You could pray all day, and you could do. I pray every day, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
of
but I
course.
I take the steps.
Yeah,
to
you have
get,
to work
get it done.
at your prayer, like what you're praying for. You have to take those steps to
Right.
make those things happen.
That's why I've in Vega, got them watches, so go cop them
That
and go
support
see 'em.
system, has it grown in your circle with family, friends? You know, are they there 100%? You know, like
Yeah,
backing you?
absolutely.
Besides,
absolutely.
you know, the
absolutely.
people that are showing.
Absolutely, yes.
That's good, because that's very important. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? When you start a business, you can clap me up. You can say, yo, I like what you're doing, but are you really liking what I'm doing? Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Are you loving what I'm
You know
doing?
what I
I
mean?
would say.
See, I said this on the
On the Flight Zone?
on the Flight Zone on the radio. When I started this, it wasn't for anybody in my family or any of my friends to support me, and it's not to like talk shit or
Shame 'em.
make
Yeah, yeah,
anybody
yeah.
feel like less or anything. But it was, I love my family. They're gonna support me. The majority of my friends will support me, but you know how it is when you start something, people just don't support you. The majority of people that you know won't support you. So there's
Right.
there's
That's sad, bro,
there's
but it's
8 billion
true.
people on this planet, bro.
Exactly.
They
You know,
care about themselves,
Yeah,
man. You know?
listen, I'm trying to tap into those people.
Yeah.
The people
We're
I
reaching
don't
out
know.
to-
That's a
There's
good
more
point.
people. There's more people that I don't know in this world than there's people that I do know.
Absolutely.
And that's who I want to find. I want to find those people.
And this is
Yeah.
a prime example
That's a
of
great
what we
point.
talk about on Major Key and also on the Flight Zone and in general when we're talking about business and things like this. It's important. Don't wait until we take flight and you want to hop on,
To hop on. It's
and
too
say,
late.
yo,
Yeah, but that might get a
that's my
nigga-
guy or
oh,
this, that.
oh.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay for you to come later.
Yeah, but it might give
don't
them that comfortability,
don't
though.
expect that same amount of support back or that same amount of love back, because now I feel like you just jumped on the bandwagon
Yeah.
because
If you're not there for the
popping.
ride,
Yeah,
don't
but
be
what
there
if
when I
niggas don't
park,
like to
man.
gamble
That's it.
though? You feel me? What if they did not that
No, it's
comfortable
not-
to
it's not-
realize that they at that? Well, because they ain't. You know what I'm saying? What if they?
Mops, it's not that
saying.
hard to notice what's in front of you,
it's
bro.
Not, it's not. This don't got nothing to do with
If
gambling.
they're not there for the ride, don't be there when I park, Mach. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
what
the
I'm
listen. I
basically
like
saying.
that.
Well, maybe I gotta park your shit to get paid.
Oh, this nigga Matt. Yeah, this is.
Man.
Yeah.
But nah,
Come
but
on, Matt. You can't be valet,
you gotta
Matt.
tell
Come on, man.
But on a serious note, though, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just basically saying, like, a lot of people usually like, oh man, Drake's on now. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
listen
the-
to.
yeah,
Nah,
it's the
but
bandwagon, man. It's
before,
the bandwagon
he wasn't really
effect.
supporting.
But that happens
I
in
could
every
dig it.
walk
I
of
got-
life.
There's money in my pocket.
I could definitely
business
dig it.
booming, you
Well,
wanna be
this
here.
is where you have to be smart enough to realize who's who and what's what, and
Exactly,
that's it.
that's
Like,
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's a great point, man. But I understand both of your points because you made a point like that almost to me. You know, people like the closer people to you, they won't share your stuff. They say, hey, but how are you supporting me? It's free. To share my content is free. To let somebody else know about
Share,
my content is free.
post, that's
and like
all
I said,
free,
we
yeah.
don't chase. That strategy that you had, the strategy that you had with your watches opening up to the world is almost how I think when it comes to PMG LLC.
Facts.
You know, because there's a lot of people I mess with in Atlantic City, but I really rather take my business elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'd rather branch off and go to New York and go to Philly and go here and go there. You know?
California,
Cali.
Idaho,
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Mexico,
facts. Across
South
seas.
Dakota, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
Ireland,
Absolutely.
fucking China.
And we
Oh, he got
worldwide.
places to go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I even got places
We
to
all
go.
Dead serious.
Yeah,
We all
yeah,
do.
yeah.
If you wanted to grow, that's what you want it to grow everywhere.
Yeah.
You're not doing. I'm not doing it to be East Coast watch guy.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you know what I'm
facts,
saying?
facts. Yeah, man, that's
not
true.
for nothing, but they show you love besides your hood. It's like you out of places, you know what I'm saying? If you leave from where your area is at, you feel me? Like you get more love. It's some odd reason. I mean, if you're a real nigga,
That's
you know
true,
what I'm saying?
Max.
You get love anywhere.
That's true.
But what
It's
I'm
true.
saying is when you go out of somewhere out, they see the real you. They don't know you know what I'm saying? So they try to figure you who you is
Yeah.
at the time. You feel me? And
'Cause
nigga,
they didn't grow up with you, so they don't see.
Word.
They don't see.
Like New
they
York.
don't-
New
they
York-
didn't see the whole transition of you are. They just
Exactly.
see
They
you
see
as
your
you
work.
are now.
They see
You
your
know what
work.
I'm
word, like
Yeah,
New
they-
York show hella love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts,
when we
facts,
was
facts.
Jersey, for me, New York show is like, I mean,
And that's what I'm
super
saying.
love.
Like 50% of the people in Jersey is like, oh, look at these guys. Look at these. Nah, listen. What y'all doing?
Get money.
That's true though. What y'all doing?
Yeah, man.
So
We-
hop
we
on
always there.
and
You never
support
there.
because when you start, I don't hate on nobody.
Nobody,
Y'all
yo. We
see
show
my
everybody
IG.
love.
You putting haircut stuff up, I'ma post you. You
Yeah.
putting DJ stuff up, I'ma post you. But you know what? Where
What
the
are you
love
doing?
at?
Postman.
But it's cool.
But you don't see me
Listen.
crying about it because I'm still posting you. Why? Because I'm a real nigga.
People like
I'm
us
not
are
gonna
like
hate.
that, Guru. People like us are like that, where we love what we do. We have a passion to see other people grow.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
know,
see
it's
grow.
not
And
just
that's,
us.
and that's how you grow,
Bro,
though.
I'm tired of hearing
Absolutely.
people
That's how
say
you grow.
Atlantic City's only known because of the casinos. Nah, Atlanta's known because of their music, their skating, everything out there, right?
Skate, you have to get the skating in.
Florida, Miami, all that is known for certain shit, right? Well, guess what? Jersey's about to be known for Major Key Podcast.
Factual.
Ivan Dash Vega-Watches.
Vega-Watches.com.
Get you one.
Watches.
I know where you're going
Listen,
now.
we growing, baby.
Yeah, we making moves,
and
baby.
we gonna make these moves, these power moves, like we have been. And thanks to the pilot,
Salute.
for launching it.
Nah, we out here, baby.
And we out here. And we
all
started
winning.
a team, you know what I mean?
We all
and
winning.
listen, look how quick this is growing. We got my mans that grew up with us, Ivan Vega here. We're interviewing him.
Yeah,
and he
man.
has his own business. So what I'm trying to say is
He's making
y'all
moves,
got
bro.
businesses
He's
out
making
there.
moves.
Don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah, just post your shit.
Post
man.
your
Do
shit,
thing.
let us
Like,
know.
stop being scared to grow your shit.
Speaking
Stop
of
worrying
which,
about-
listen,
stop
you
worrying
made a
about
great
people.
point to me.
317
Speaking of
marketing
posting,
media.
I want to know your marketing strategy. You know, because this is something that it would be a little personal, but I want to. You were telling me
Nah,
something.
but I'll tell. Listen, there's no.
It's free
listen,
game, like you said
I'm
on the
gonna
Play
tell-
Zone.
I'll tell you, everybody could do it. It's
Right.
not. I'm not holding no secrets back.
Tell the
I'll
people what you
every-
told me as far as the marketing when it comes to the IG
right, so-
post, because
so-
that's a good idea. We were
so,
talking
like-
about billboards, and you was like, "Yo, like it's
Yeah,
a worldwide billboard."
alright,
so
there's,
facts.
like when you're driving, you're playing in traffic, right? There's a billboard. That billboard's playing in traffic. There's people driving up and down. They're seeing them billboards all day,
Right.
and that's what social media is, right? So obviously, I'm new now, right? So I still use the Instagram and
the sponsorship
Facebook,
ads and all that. Yeah, yeah.
promotion
There's
thing.
nothing wrong
But
with that.
there's nothing wrong with that. But like when you really trying to get into it, you just gotta find people that, all right, you go find somebody who has X amount of followers, right? Send them a product. Talk to him, hit him up in the DM, like, yo, listen, I'm gonna send you this. Do you mind taking a picture or posting it or whatever? He says yes, send it to him. Doesn't matter what you selling, send it to him, right?
Right.
Same thing with these things up here, right? These
Promotions
promotions up here.
or companies. Yeah.
Merchandise.
The merchandise,
Merchandise. There you
absolutely,
go,
my man.
Mott's.
Right?
Mott's in the building.
Or
Get it.
you hit them up, same thing. Look for these people that have to do with the same theme of what the product that you're selling.
Right.
I'm not just gonna say watches because it's just people sell everything. So I don't
Exactly.
want to make. I don't want everybody to think I'm just talking about watches.
But just like N-Win Designs.
N-Win Designs,
Shout out
shouts to
N-Win
N-Win
Designs.
Designs.
Thank you very much again. They send me some product. Look where it's at.
Facts,
you know,
man.
you reaching out.
Salute.
So
Well, get you
basically,
one.
you find these people with these big followers that have to do with the theme of whatever you're selling, and if you're not gonna send them something, tell them, yo, listen, how much you gonna do to promo my ad on your story or post it on your page?
Right.
$80. All right, whatever, $60. All right, here, send them $60. And now they have 150,000 followers or whatever. They put
That
it on their
makes sense.
story, everybody sees it. Playing in traffic.
That's a real good strategy,
It's like,
bro.
for
when it
example,
comes to
like
marketing.
I got a lot of followers now that my following is my followers is growing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
my
yeah.
fan base is growing.
Depending on your content, too.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
it's like that's why
And
you gotta.
How many
Like
followers
right
you got
now-
for skating?
They off in the skating ring, man.
a lot of them are hookah smokers.
Look at
you
the
know what I mean?
movement.
So right now, like I noticed, like Tyler Rivers, he will post once in a while, DM me for promotions. You know what I mean? And then I hit him up on the DM, yo, how much is your promotion? Everything, and he gave me the prices and all that stuff.
Right.
But he has a fan base.
Yeah.
So that's what I look out for. So when I
Genuine
see some
followers, right?
Genuine
Because
followers.
come on, let's
Yeah,
keep
no,
it funky.
definitely.
There's
You want
people
to
out there
make
like,
sure.
yo, bro,
listen,
you know these ain't your followers.
listen. Before
People
before
be
you
lying,
start trying
bro.
to pay these people to
Make sure that-
pay you, go in their comments. Make sure there's like real comments in it. That
Yeah.
people
Yo,
are
you know
really
what? Before
interacting with
do
them.
all
You
that,
don't
give
want
your
these,
money
there's
to
a whole bunch
317
of
marketing media. You know what I'm saying?
We'll make it
You can
happen.
call
We'll
marketing
make it
media,
happen
and
for
we
you.
got you. We got the billboards. You know what I'm saying? We got the videos. You know what I'm saying? We got everything you need. Come holler at us.
we
317
do.
marketing media.
We
And that
definitely
goes
do,
for
but-
local artists and everything.
You know what
out
I'm
here,
saying?
too.
Big facts. Hey, yo, we got you. We for the low. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? We got
log
this
on
shit.
to the flight
That,
zone.
but see,
for y'all to
that'll
see
be more
that we do
for the
interview
people out
It's
here.
legit.
when we-
It's
when we-
legit.
when we-
Professional.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get your paperwork right. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit up. My nigga, we got you.
Yeah. And like I was getting ready to say, that would be to his point, because he's talking more worldwide. And that's what we're geared to as well, but I haven't done that. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. You know, I keep it funky all the time. And I've done a lot within marketing and strategizing, but that's a good point. That's a good idea, man.
These people have followers from all over the world, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
All over the world. You got 150,000 followers. You think they all come from Florida? No.
Yeah.
Nah. Another thing that I also learned from talking to people and you know, reaching out to people in different states. One thing that's important, it's not the last resort, but it is important to win your city over too. A majority of it, if you can, especially with music, because it starts. You know, that's where it starts at.
Well, AC, show me some love, baby. AC.
I know AC always shows some love.
Shit.
I mean, I would say when it comes to music, it doesn't matter where you at.
Yeah.
No, it
You gotta
doesn't.
put on.
But it starts within your city. The more
Yeah,
you-
but I mean, our
you
city's
win.
small, so
You know,
70,000 people, 60,000 people.
If you can throw a show
you got-
and you sell
yeah.
that show out, you're doing good.
Of course you want, of course.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
listen. Absolutely.
We're gonna keep it moving the movie with the music. I got
know
another single coming out.
it.
Speaking of music, come on, let's get it. Yeah, yeah.
What's the single called, Pilot?
Zooming. And you know I don't play no games, baby. I'm gonna shoot a video to that too. The Captain, the video for that's coming real soon. Big Veg is gonna shoot that for me too in the Bronx.
Shout out to Big Veg.
Shouts to Big Veg. If you ain't check out For the Money, I don't know what you doing, bro. I don't know
Shit
what you doing.
official.
Where you
Official
at?
tissue, baby.
Official, man. So let's get money. Everything, all the content's on Pilot Music Group LLC. Also, Major Key Podcast on YouTube. You can follow 317 Marketing and Media on Instagram. Major Key Podcast on Instagram. PMG LLC on Instagram.
PMG.
The Flight Zone
Let's
every
get it.
Tuesday between 8 and 9 p.m. on Rough Riders Radio.
You know
Download
this
the Rough
shit.
Riders Radio app. We getting money, man. We ain't playing no games.
Definitely not.
Where we going?
To the top.
To the top.
We still in
It's
the
your
building.
boy.
We're gonna take a quick
we in
intermission.
here.
Still in the building with Vega-Watches. Ivan Vega
Vega.
over here, man. Founder and
We in
entrepreneur, CEO of Vega-Watches.com. You
Get
already
you
know what
one.
it is. It's Major Key Podcast to the top. We ain't
Shit.
coming down. Yeah, yeah. All right, we back at it. Major Key Podcast.
Shit.
PMG LLC presents Major Key Podcast. This week, man, we got a special guest in the building, Ivan Vega.
Ivan
on,
Vega.
Get it.
Vega-Watches.com. Go on that website right now. Go check out the watches that the homie has, man. And this dude right here, like we was talking right before the break, he's put on, you know, he had the mindset to really do what he do, you know, to really put together this watch company, you know, and have them at a reasonable price. Because as we were talking on the Flight Zone, you know, there's a lot of watch companies out there that just either slap it together, put it out real quick just to get it out to the public and don't care about the quality, or their prices are way too high. You know, your product is right there in the middle, you know, where they're affordable and you know, the quality is top notch. So what was your mindset behind that, you know, to really
That
put
was
on
it
for the
right
people?
there.
That was it?
Just basically trying to make a quality watch at a price that the average person can buy. And, you know,
Yeah, because
go ahead.
if I was to look at this watch online without a price there, I would be pricing this at like $300-400, maybe a little more.
I wouldn't say that, but still.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm a watch guy.
It would probably be like around literally like two and some change, right?
Right.
You're being generous.
No, because I did my
He's in
research.
the
I looked
business.
it up.
No, no,
you know what I'm saying?
I-
So
I-
like,
I know what you
It would
mean.
probably be around like two and some change, 225, 250.
So you're seeing it as a consumer. He's seeing it as actual
No, but that's
business.
what I'm saying. As a businessman, he's looking at it like that. But like, let's say right now I log on. I can log on to Evicta and all
Yeah,
those places.
that's the name because they put out
Because of
so
the
much.
name.
They built that brand so
brand.
much that
Yeah.
the name is gonna put an extra $1 on that price tag or extra whatever $100 on that price tag.
And eventually, you know, either you could do that or keep it the same. But it's
always gonna be the same.
Just
It's
from
never-
me
it's never
buying
gonna
watches.
That's love. It's always
It's
gonna be
never
the
gonna
same.
change.
Real nigga
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
It's
Real
never
nigga
gonna
shit.
change. It's always gonna be the same.
You know what I mean? He's not letting, how you say, the fame change. You know how people
Yeah,
get a little
you
fame
can't
Oh,
let-
he ain't letting the
change.
money change you.
So basically what I'm trying to
Always
say is,
gonna be the same.
as a person that buy watches, you know, I have a watch case. I have a whole case with different watches and everything in my
Where you
drawer.
keep it at?
I keep it right on my dresser.
You know, that's my.
Right on my dresser.
Yeah, he said right on my dresser. Come
And-
get it.
What
when
side
I
of the
tell
house you live on?
Yeah, where's
Which
it
one's your bedroom window?
Child, you want too much information.
Pin the
Yeah,
location.
yeah. Come on, my
Pin the
too much
location.
So now, like just looking at this, you know what I mean? Before I even logged on to the website and everything, I'm like, damn, that's a nice piece. Like I'm already saying, like, I hope I can get one soon.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the quality
can get
is
them now.
amazing compared to
Just looking at it,
Vega-Watches.com.
it's
you know
definitely
what I
like
mean?
that.
So when I used to buy a lot of Fossil watches, their quality
They
is
good too.
amazing.
They good too.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, yo, $200-300, $400. You know what I mean? So now you doing it with this type of quality at that price, bro. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
Salute to you, man.
Salute, bro.
Thank you. That's all. Like that was the mindset going into this, was try to keep it at a price point where everybody can afford it, and I can still like profit off of it.
You know who had that mindset? Shouts and salute to Shaq. Because Shaq did that with his sneaker, remember? His sneakers at Walmart. His sneakers at Kmart. Places where it's affordable. I can't hear you much.
Nah, never mind. It was a video I was seeing about Shaq. And he had his sneakers on. I think it was Wildin' Out. I ain't gonna style.
Was it Wildin' Out?
Yeah, it looked like a Jordan sneaker. He had Shaq symbol on it. Hey, that's I didn't want to bring it up.
You wildin', man.
But you made
could have just left that alone. You heard?
But you made a good point on that because,
Yeah.
you know, I do see a lot of kids, you know, they're not unfortunate, but it's just at that point in time, their families or they can't afford the sneakers that we can buy or we can get our kids.
And there's nothing wrong with Shaq's
There's
sneakers,
nothing
bro.
wrong with them.
This keep
And
it
it's
funky,
smart.
right?
Except that he sell them at Walmart.
Everybody can't afford a Rollie.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a Rolex, but everybody can't afford a Rolex.
Most people can't afford a Rolex. Let's keep it gangster. Come on, man. Niggas ain't walking around with no Rolex.
Big
bro.
facts.
You can walk around with Rolex and you live in the hood. Come on, bro. What you doing? You invested your money in the wrong shit.
They
Wrong
buying a Rolex
thing.
and taking a bus.
The wrong
New
thing.
Jersey
Hey.
Transit. I'm sorry, excuse me.
I mean, everybody has their own hustle. Everybody has their own life. But come on, bro, it doesn't match to me. You know, to see that, to be in that position and see somebody driving down the street and see somebody walking with a Rolex and like, bro, you still in the hood, bro. You put your money into the wrong shit. Rolex aren't cheap.
Definitely.
You know, so
But what I
listen.
mean, but going back to the watches, how you know what I'm saying? What you got in store? Like, what kind of styles what you got going on? What you think next is the best move for you?
Well, next is gonna be a ladies line.
Ladies
Can't
line.
can't
Can't forget the
like,
ladies.
sweet.
Can't forget the ladies.
When the
Tell her how
ladies, when's the ladies watches coming? That's the next thing.
But you know they got
Soon.
that taste. They got
Soon
more of a
come.
taste than the average dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the females, they got more of a you know, all right, the swag. They kind of
They
looks.
like their
they different,
accessories.
man.
They-
Women are
they
different
def-
than us. Come
that-
on,
throw
man.
definitely.
mad
So, but if
accessories
you
on.
add
Yeah,
that
they
to
love
your,
their,
to
they
your,
love their accessories.
They
Yeah.
throw mad accessories.
so if you
on.
got
I
a
get what you're
good,
saying.
if they love that shit.
All I need is a watch. I don't even wear chains like that.
You have any other ideas
See, if a
besides
female wouldn't have
watches,
said that. Female would say, all right, my watch got a watch, and man,
or is that your main focus right now?
What, as far as like with the watches or like branching off like a different like.
What was the
Brand-
question? I
brand
ain't hear the
check-
question. My bad. I
it's
was
like-
over here talking side
Yeah, I
talk.
didn't.
My
Is,
bad.
is there basically? All right, let's rephrase this question. These guys are unprofessional right now.
Nah, come on.
I'm sorry.
We ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna do all that. You're gonna play me on Major Key Podcast.
Nah, but
I'm
check
sorry.
it out. Nah, but for
I'm
real,
hella professional.
Basically, the question was, is there any other ideas branching off these watches that you have in mind besides the ladies?
branching off the watches or like
Or in general.
just a different like.
Or in
business
general,
idea
just
or
in
something.
general.
The watches are just gonna be the watches, but like trying to branch off into something else. Like I'm been doing a lot of like reading and like watching videos on like the stock market and stuff and dividends and stuff like that. So like I'm definitely gonna get into
how
that
about
once I know less about you know what it is, then more you know. I want to know more than I know less of it. Basically, is what I'm saying.
The stock market is something serious, bro. You dip into the stock market. You in
Listen,
Facts.
you don't have to go to school for that shit.
Absolutely,
No, you
don't.
don't.
You can just
you
come
don't
off
have
the
to go
block,
to school
whatever.
Teach yourself.
Nothing. There's so much
Self-taught,
information out there.
There's a
Listen,
self-taught.
we live
That's
in the
self-taught.
tech era. You can go on Google. You can go on YouTube. You can do whatever you want to find out whatever you need to know
Exactly.
to make
talk
whatever you
about
want.
that.
And once
to-
you jump in there, there's always like, listen, I got friends like
Absolutely.
that are already in it, and some are winning and some are taking losses. But it's like my brother always says, in order to win, you're gonna have to take some losses. You gotta
Listen,
you gotta take a punch to give a punch.
I knew when I did this that it was going to like. Let me not say that. I was going to say something else, but I'm not.
But you never
I'm
said
not
it.
even going to put that out there.
He's gonna rephrase it.
Yeah, I was
Rephrase it.
gonna say something about. All right, I was gonna use the word fail, but not fail like it was gonna fail, but there's gonna be downtimes. There's not gonna be always a upward movement. Especially in the beginning.
Exactly,
What I'm
yeah.
trying to do.
Besides
I
watches-
knew exactly that there was going to be bumps in the road. If you stop at those bumps, you're never going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you're not gonna get to where you want to get.
I mean, besides watches, you don't think that you're gonna get into any type of other jewelry? Also, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't think that you
well, I
no
don't
chains,
know.
no nothing?
Well, it
don't know.
depends
I
because
don't
you're
know.
still growing. So
Like not one thing at a time.
Listen, we said it last
I'm
week. You're gonna be our
I'm
jeweler,
never-
man.
I'm never.
You better get
I'm
into
never
some jewelry.
just focus on one
You know what
thing.
I'm saying? That's
you
what
should
I'm
be able
trying
to do multiple things. That's how the rich get rich. You know.
I mean, it was just a
750
thought.
comes.
Yeah.
I get what
Like
you're
it
saying.
should be like, all right, well, I'm making watches, so anything bracelets, you know what I'm saying, necklaces. You ever thought about like, yo, you know, was it a mind thing? Or
Well,
like,
bracelets maybe. That was like
That's close to watches.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the close thing like to go with the watch. I never thought about making like like necklaces or chains or anything like that, or rings, but a bracelet to go with
That's
the
what I
watch.
want.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
And to bounce off of what you just said about, you rephrased it about slowing down and things like that. Throughout watching my brothers and them grow with their businesses, and even, Pilot, there's no failure or anything like that when you are launching or trying to do something. It's a learning experience. You live and you learn.
No.
A failure is when you don't try. So if you would have never launched your company, that's failure.
No. Yeah, yes and no, right? So you can also fail if you launch your stuff and you hit those bumps in the road and then you stop. That's failing.
Yeah.
That's also
That's giving up. It's not failure because you can always bump. No, there's no such thing as failure if you went for what you believed in. It might have not worked. You might have to take another angle, or maybe it wasn't for you.
If you don't keep going, you failed yourself.
If you never did it,
you didn't believe it.
If you never did it,
100%,
nah, because you know how many rap artists out there are amazing or nice, and they just and better than some of the guys we're listening to now, but they didn't have a shot. They tried.
They failed if they were trying to be. If they tried,
they kept going. It's just sometimes it's just
If they
not
tried,
your
they
time.
failed.
It's just not your luck. But what I mean by that is, I'll bring him up. Armando, my boy, we grew up with him. He tried a business out here, didn't work out. He took it as a failure before. As time went on, he moved, went to Florida, tried it out there. It failed. Boom, bounce. He did college a little bit, taught himself some more, learned it again. Now, he went to Minnesota, booming.
So was the demographic.
So
it was the place where he was at to sell his product. What does he sell?
He didn't take it as a failure. He took it as a life lesson.
Yeah, but
he
learned
learned off of his. He learned off his mistakes.
Listen, right? I'm not trying to cut you off, but
But you
like
did.
you just no, I did. 100% I did. No, because I want to get to your point real quick, right?
Go ahead.
Because you said
Yo,
he
Major
kept
Key
on.
Podcast,
He
baby.
started here. It didn't work out. He went to
took a step
Florida,
back.
right?
He took a
or
step
wherever
back.
he went. No, listen. Then he went somewhere. Tried it over there. It didn't work. Went over here. It didn't work. Went over here. It popped. Right. He didn't stop.
Exactly. He kept going. He kept going.
He did stop. He stopped and went and learned more. Stopped,
but that's
learned
not-
more.
Nah, but
No,
it's
now-
continuous.
now-
It's continuous.
Nah, but
stopping.
what I'm trying to get to is this.
That's not failure.
He did fail, right? But what he took from it was he didn't know enough. So now that he knows enough, he does interior designs, painting, exterior. Now his business is booming. So now he's gonna come back to Jersey because he knows more. He learned more. He jumped into it without knowing.
Right.
You jumped into it knowing. You jumped into it in the middle, knowing and learning at the same time. Like,
That's
I'm
me
going
too.
for it.
I went,
So
I,
now,
like, I started all this like doing it and learning
And
on
learning.
the fly at the
It's
same
the best
time.
like that. When you
So-
teach yourself, man, like
so you know what I'm trying to say? He
get
jumped
a
into it just by
sense of
watching.
gratification.
He watched. He never really dug into it and was like, yo, I'm learning as I'm going. No, you can't do that in that kind of business.
Right.
You can't build a house
Any
by
type of business.
watching.
You can't be
So
a
now,
gangster and not
Well,
went to motion.
what you just said was he started, he stopped, he started, he stopped, and said, "Damn, I need to learn more." So him learning more is him still starting. It's
Yeah,
him still
absolutely.
learning. He didn't give up on it because he still went to go learn. So he can. The next time he stuck his foot in there, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Listen,
So-
I think everything you do in life, there's a learning experience.
It's
Like,
a learning
you have-
experience.
You're
It's
learning
not
every
fit,
day.
but you
You
don't-
wake up every day. No matter how long you've been doing your job, it could be 25 years. You're gonna learn something new that day or that week
Every day.
throughout your process of doing whatever position you're in. You know, so you
Yeah.
I believe you
and
never
if you're
stop
not learning nothing,
Like, you
then
never
you're
stop
not doing,
learning.
You're not doing nothing.
I learn something
That's
every
what-
day.
like,
What's
one
that,
thing
Mats? What you learn today, Mats?
I learn every
What you learn today, Mats? What you learn today? Come on, Mats.
like
You
10
can't
things
say that.
today. I ain't gonna hold
Tell me
you.
one, Mats. Give me one.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me one. I'll put you on the spot.
Man, what I learned today? I learned how to use a steamer.
Okay, you see?
I'm saying?
Random
That's just
shit
one
on
of the
Major Key
things. I'm
Podcast.
keeping on. There's a couple things.
Yeah, but
it's
you learn
not-
something. The point is, now when you go do it next time, you know exactly what to get to.
Yeah.
You know, let's get money,
So
man.
I prefer to use an iron, but you know.
Listen, right now,
me.
you on YouTube watching us. If you listening to us, we appreciate it. If you watching us, we appreciate
Big
it.
shout
You
out.
know, man.
Yeah,
if you
Major
watching us
Key.
and you want to listen to us as you drive and, just macking and you can't watch us on YouTube, go on Apple, go on Spotify, go on Pandora.
Google.
We're on Google Podcasts.
we
we're
always
everywhere. We're on
keep it
all
100.
major platforms, man. That's what we
always
do.
keep it
And we don't
100.
just stop there. I was wearing it backwards for a reason because y'all ain't see this.
Oh, you ain't see that hat, huh?
All right. Y'all,
That's
like
a
I
custom
said,
one.
the
That's a
merch,
custom.
the merch.
Hold on, let me tell you about the
the
hat,
merch,
right? The nigga
all
let
right?
me use the hat.
We got the
All
merch.
We shot a video. He let me use the hat.
Man, you fabricating. Get out of here,
No.
man.
And
Lying like a motherfucker.
then he said, "Oh no, you can keep it. You can keep the hat. Yeah, no." Nigga.
This happened?
Why he asking? Yeah.
This happened?
That's a different hat. Not
That,
this one.
that wasn't that one.
It was a
that
fucking
specific-
PMG hat.
No, it wasn't
Okay.
that
It's a
one.
PMG hat, but it wasn't
It
this
wasn't
one.
that one. That was custom made.
It's custom made.
Akuma.
Let me get that one.
You wildin', Mach. All right, yo, I want to get into set real quick. Because we got Ivan in the building. Shouts to Vega-Watches. You know, we ain't going nowhere, man. It's to the top. Ain't no coming down. Yeah.
Shit.
I seen a post from you the other day. Let's get into it. I seen a post, and you was talking about Puerto Rican food versus Dominican food. My
You know
nigga.
Puerto Ricans and Dominicans don't get along, right?
Fuck
This
out, we
is
just
the ancient history.
We gonna get into
Hold
this.
on, wait. This is the ancient
even
history.
get
They
into
say
that,
that. This is a word of saying that. This is how I grew up.
And look, we got a balance
They
too.
said that-
and we got a
Listen.
a tiebreaker over here because he's Cuban.
They say that Puerto Ricans and Dominicans do not like each other.
Oh nah, we ain't gonna do all that.
I mean,
Come on, man.
This back in the day shit.
Back in the day, shit, what you mean?
Nigga,
Nah, that used to
nigga.
happen. That shit really used to happen.
Puerto
It
Ricans-
was
I get along with
In
everybody.
Atlantic City.
That's what
too.
they say.
Yeah,
I got it along with
Dominicans,
Puerto Ricans.
Mexicans, and
St.
you-
Davis.
That's what they say.
I love
That's
y'all,
what they
man.
say.
I love all my
We
Dominican
owe this
people
shit
out
now.
there, y'all.
Listen.
I
But
love
you know what's
all
crazy?
my
I'm
Dominican
Dominican.
people
I
out
never
there.
hung out with them niggas. I never was with the St. Davis
Nigga, you
crew.
black. You ain't Dominican.
Nigga,
Nigga, I swear to God, when I first met this nigga, I thought he was a.
It's the beard,
Black.
man.
I ain't gonna hold you, nigga. I ain't.
Nah,
never-
but
We all black. Make
to
it out of
talk
here.
about the food thing, right? When you brought it up.
Yeah, let's
it's-
discuss this, man. Come on, bro, because I got.
It's a. You could compare it, but we all have our own history in it. So you know, if you really want to battle on it, you can't really. How do you say? You can't really say one's better than the other in a way because if I'm eating off of somebody to just learn on their own here, whatever.
Yeah,
And they don't.
We
really,
talk
and they-
about no
and you-
slamming food
Exactly,
from each culture.
traditional from
Yeah.
each
But let me-
culture.
yeah.
It evens out because you have your own taste, your own flavor. We have our own taste, our
Yeah.
own flavor. You have your own taste, your
I
own
was gonna
flavor.
say that,
So,
though. I
you
was
know,
gonna- listen.
It's all gonna balance out when you get that great cook from each family.
Right, and that's
You know
that
what I
was
mean?
that was gonna be my
Right.
point. Listen,
I
real
can't-
quick, I was gonna say I had my share of Puerto Ricans, so I had that cooking, you know, and I had
said
my
I had
share of
my share
Dominicans.
of Puerto
Ladies,
Ricans.
we speaking of obviously, right?
Goddamn
Listen,
hoe.
Excuse me.
look, but I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I had my share in both, and they both official slamming.
I was
but-
trolling. I was just trolling. I'm
You was
Puerto
trolling?
Rican, so I'm just trolling. I'm always gonna say we cook better than
I
y'all.
don't
I'm
even speak
sorry.
y'all language.
But look,
I don't know what the
look,
fuck
look,
y'all
if-
talking
if
about.
we
How
got-
y'all look
cook
saying,
better.
yo, Dominicans cook better than
And
Puerto
you
Rican?
Puerto Rican, right? Yeah, niggas would have got on you.
I don't know.
Niggas would have like, yo, come on, man, you just backstab. I want to say shouts to all the Puerto Rican ladies and all the Dominican ladies out there. The ones that have fed me,
Oh, hell no.
official,
You gonna
on
say
point. I don't need no
Listen,
bullshit.
all the
Shout out
Latinas
to
out
all the
there.
Cubans
All the
out
Latinas.
there.
Cubans too, no, but I haven't had no Cuban food. I haven't had no Cuban lady cook
Nah,
for
I
me
did.
yet.
I did.
Yeah.
My
I'm
cousin,
taking you to
my
my mom's
cousin.
house. I'm taking you to my mom. I
Well,
guarantee
mom
you,
is mom.
He gonna walk out
Like, oh,
drunk
shit.
off of that food because she can throw that.
But look, let's keep it funky with you. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. I'm gonna ask you this question: what more restaurants do you see out here of?
Chinese.
Nah. I'm talking Puerto Rican and Dominican.
Oh,
Puerto Rican and Dominican food. Because it's a
I've been out
versus.
here a while, so.
Growing up.
Puerto Rican.
Come on,
It's a
Mike,
lot
keep it
more
gangster.
Dominicans
It's
than
more so
Mex-
that,
there's a lot more
so that would tell you the
Mexicans.
food is better, right?
No, nigga. Hell no.
There's more Mexican spots
no, it's
out
more
There's
here.
a lot more Mexicans
Yeah,
than
but-
anything, but
Puerto
Nigga, I'm not
Ricans and
talking about
Dominicans.
Mexican food.
Puerto
Get the
Ricans
fuck
and
outta here.
Dominicans. There's more Puerto Rican spots than Dominican
Get the-
spots.
Mats, where the hell you been at?
You go to Violent,
You
you go
lying.
anywhere.
Ain't nobody talking about no Violent. We talking about out
selling
here.
Puerto Rican food, my nigga. Let's
Violent's
keep
a whole
it
different
Where
demographic.
is there any spot that they really selling Dominican food?
Man, nigga, you just ate some earlier, didn't you?
real quick, I want to give a shout out to all the hookah companies out there. Thank you for providing me with so much product and so much smoke. I love you guys. Come on, holla at me.
Facts.
Y'all know
Let's
what
get
it
money,
is.
man. We always
Let's
network.
get
Network is
hookah
the
at
best
movement.
work, man. Let's
Hookah
get
the
it.
movement. Holla at me. I
To the
got
top,
no
man. Ain't no
problem.
coming
Movement.
down. Let's get money. But yeah, I would say that it depends, like he said, it depends on the cook. You know, it just struck me that
Y'all
actually
wildin'.
or they really bring it up because
I was
you
trolling.
hear
There's more
bro.
Dominican
Yeah.
food. Listen, you said there's more.
You know what it was? He
He
probably had a bang
I
ass
fucked my
plate
head
in
up,
front
bro.
of him. He was eating. He was like, damn, this shit slamming. This shit hitting right now.
Damn. What up, some Dominican
Oh,
food?
that Puerto Rican food.
Hold on. But that's how the listen. This is how the Puerto Rican pussy be.
Oh!
That's squishy. Nah, big for that. I'm gonna leave y'all niggas alone. Stop playing with me.
Yo, Monty, shout out, man. This how we
Much
do a
love,
Major
much
Key
love. Yeah,
podcast.
talking
We always have fun, man. We dip into a
That's
little bit of
dumb, like no
everything.
fat-ass
We
pussy.
do a little bit of everything, man. And it's love, man.
squish.
We still got Macho over here, still giggling, still laughing.
Stop fucking
He's
with
still
y'all.
talking. He got it in his mind. He know Dominican food is better. He's like, yeah, you're right, but I can't say that right
Y'all
now.
fuck my head up talking about this. That they sell Dominican food more than Puerto Rican food. That shit crazy because all the spots that I've been to, the Spanish joints that I've been to, whether it's locally or non-locally, it's always a Puerto Rican spot. You feel me? That got Spanish food clucking.
Yeah, I mean, you got to put on.
Not many Dominican spots.
It's like
not for nothing.
Crazy as fuck.
Look,
Yeah, once you have that, I don't think you really want to give it up like that. So I don't know. I don't
so
think
you think this product, this album he's working on? What do you think?
I think it'll be good. I mean, it won't be his last. He'll come out. Jay-Z did that too. Gave us like, oh, this is gonna be my last joint, and he's still coming out. Once you have that artistry, it's not gonna go nowhere.
like,
So I think it'll be good. I mean, Drake is Drake. Drake puts on in his own
makes-
way.
he
Hear
makes
a
good
beat
music.
and
He
it just
makes good music.
At
It's-
night.
But you brought it up, so what do you think about this album?
Nah, he makes good music. He gonna kill it regardless.
You think he gonna kill
yeah,
this
I think
one?
he got it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think-
He
I
might
think-
not be the toughest guy
I
in the
think he's
world.
got something
but
to
he makes
prove
good
again.
music. He makes good music.
So
you feel me?
I
I'm
feel
not
like he got something to prove.
But
again.
Listen, shouts and salute to Drake, man, all the way from
word.
Major Key
Big shout out.
Podcast. You know,
Word.
everybody out there that's grinding, everybody that's doing this thing. This episode was about Ivan Vega, man.
Definitely was.
Vega-Watches.com. Go
Definitely
check out
is.
timepieces. He like calling them timepieces, like Kuba said last week.
Timepieces.
And it was only,
Timepieces.
listen,
I like that.
it was due. We was gonna have this
I like
interview.
that.
We was gonna look at this dude with the hookah.
nigga trying to
we
make
was gonna
circles.
get it. We was gonna get busy on Major Key Podcast, and we did.
Go ahead, cool. I keep doing that.
This is
So
fire.
salute to Ivan Vega, you know, for coming by on Major Key Podcast and really putting on and showcasing his company. Let the people know where they can find you.
You can follow me. My personal page on Instagram is Ivan__Vega23, and my business page is Vega-Watches_ on Instagram, and on Facebook, Ivan Vega, and my business page on Facebook is Vega-Watches.
Let's
Word.
get it.
Let's
It's
get
your
it, man.
boy.
Let's
Like I
get
say,
it.
entrepreneur, person that doesn't sleep like that always is always working, man. And I salute people like that because it's about the grind. Keep doing your thing,
Big
homie.
shout out.
Now,
I
y'all keep
appreciate
doing it.
you
Listen,
being-
I appreciate y'all for having me. I didn't
Man,
even
it's
cut y'all,
all
but I
love.
really do
I
appreciate
appreciate
y'all for
that
having
new
me.
timepiece. I appreciate that new timepiece.
Get money is to the
Appreciate
top.
that.
Let's
Come
get it.
down.
Go get you one.
You know where you at, man. It's Major Key Podcast. PMGLLC to the top. Yeah.
It's your boy.
Y'all better be ready, man.
A lot of niggas want the fame,
yeah.
but I just wanna get paid.
yeah.
I see my ex the other day.
I seen that hoe.
She said, damn, I should've stayed.
It's too late, though.